Haters will say it's photoshopped. Haters will say it's not real.
They always do.
The people, they asked, they said, what would it be like for the Bros of Ohio to have a midweek episode, to do 2 episodes in 1 week? What would it be like, Rob?
It's like, why not?
Why the fuck? Well, I'll tell you why not. Because my alarm clock goes off at 1:50 a.m. to get up in the fucking morning.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you had to work in the morning.
Yeah, that's all I do is win, 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 win.
Bummer.
I'm here with my best pal, my partner in crime, Rob Diggity Dangle Dog.
Hello.
I'm the delicious Nickalicious Rob Dog. How are you doing, fella?
I am doing fantastic.
Okay, I'm worried about you. You came in here, you said your AC at your house isn't working.
Yeah, it's trying to work, but it's just not, so we'll figure it out.
My car's been overheating all fucking day.
Oh, yeah, my car hasn't. It's been starting whenever it wants. And
oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's like a 95,000 degrees here in the Valley of the Sun in Dayton, Ohio.
Yep.
But we're okay. We're fine. You guys are probably wondering what this episode is going to be about. What do you think we should call it? I think we should call it "This is what happens when Nick and Rob do a second episode during the week." Just something really long that makes no sense.
When we don't want to cover any topic.
We had a really good weekend. We had a live show, which we released that.
Yeah, we did.
I'm fairly certain that that was the main episode, so everybody heard it.
Yep.
It's a good episode. Fun time.
It was a good show.
Michael and Lorena Bobbitt. He got his wiener whacked the fuck off.
Yeah, not in a good way either.
Our sound's off. You're about to have a stroke over there.
Yeah, I look a little quiet, but it's okay. Turn my headphones up too. Why the fuck not?
Do.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
I like
that the sweet spot.
Yeah, that's better.
You feel better?
Yes, I do.
There you go.
All right,
climb the fucking mountain. You're the lady. So yeah, we don't have any idea what we're talking about this week. We're gonna leave the patrons for the main episode. We're going to leave the other stuff for the main episode. Actually, we do know what we're doing for this episode. We're opening up the call-in line.
Yeah.
And we're going to take weird stories, weird shit, because we're weird. We love the weird.
We got to keep it all in. You know, we have a general topic here. We're keeping it weird.
Yeah, man. This weekend, today in the bathroom at work, I got my balls completely inside my asshole. People said, "What are you doing in there?" I said, "I'm being weird.
I'm fucking cramming them up my butt, man.
I'm calling Rob." Hey, Rob, just got my balls up my ass.
You'll never believe what I just did.
Not again. Let's get this started with a few would you rather questions for Rob Dog.
All right.
Would you rather have a 10-inch long belly button that swayed to music or accordions for legs?
Oh, my God.
A 10-inch long belly button. I'd be fucking wrecking puss with that thing. My wife would be like, "Show me the belly button."
Holy shit.
Here's the belly button, baby.
I can't imagine accordion legs, though. That'd be really weird.
You could just bounce everywhere you're going.
Yeah.
You just jump.
Man, I'm taking the accordion legs.
Give me the 10-incher, dude. Give me the 10-inch belly button for sure. I saw a really good one on here that I said, I gotta fucking ask him this one. It's so stupid. Oh, my God. Okay, yeah. Would you rather wear someone else's dirty underwear or use their toothbrush?
Oh, God.
I knew this one hit you right in the nuts.
Fuck.
That's a nasty one.
How dirty are the underwear?
Like, Nickalicious just shit in them. Fred, not shit, but a little TCC, a little turd cotton contact for sure.
Shit.
You ever had the TCC before?
I don't fucking know.
It's just when the poop barely touches the cotton a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Toothbrush.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At least that kind of gets washed off a little bit, but it's still gross nonetheless.
Fucking disgusting. Just think about how moist that toothbrush would be.
Ugh. I'm more worried about how poopy the underwear are.
How moist those shitty underwear would be. Some people already turned us off. If you could reincarnate yourself, would you rather come back as a human or as an animal?
Human.
That's a stupid one. That's so fucking easy.
Yeah, fuck being an animal. I don't want to get hunted down by stupid people or just die by getting ran over by a car.
When I was a kid, we had this juvenile. He used to get run over by a fucking car.
I come back as like a fucking field mouse or something.
My mom forced me to be friends with this kid when I was younger. He was in foster care. Horrible fucking kid.
Yeah.
Smoked drugs in the 5th grade. If you smoked drugs in the 5th grade, write us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. Let us know how your life has turned out. But he smoked a lot of drugs, did a lot of bad stuff. And one day he had a juvenile delinquent brother that he lived with that was also it's a foster brother.
Right.
And my mom dropped me off, and I went to the front door, and the sweet lady's like, it's a sweet old woman.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, she said, they're out back playing in the yard. And I said, all right. I went back there. They had the family lab pinned down with his legs spread apart, and they were hitting him in the nuts with a wiffle ball bat.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I said, hey, you motherfuckers! You get your hands off that fucking dog! I was serious. I was mad. And then the lady came out. She said, why ain't everybody out here cussing? And they let the dog go. And the lady, she wanted to get to the bottom of it. And I said, they're out here hitting the dog in the nuts with a wiffle ball bat. And she said, oh, you're using your imagination. So I took her in the house and I slapped her in the face so fucking hard her teeth fell out. Knocked her teeth. You hit me pretty good, Sonny. I'm going to show you what I'm made of.
What a bunch of shitheads.
Yeah, they were shitheads.
Fuck those kids.
They're both in prison now.
Good. Fuck them.
Yeah, that dog's probably still alive. It'd be about...
His balls are gone, but...
He'd be about 22 years old, but he's still alive for sure.
Damn.
Big balls, too. Probably because he's been hitting the nuts with a wiffle ball bat.
Probably swollen.
I can't decide who I hate more. People that are mean to animals or... I mean, you can be mean to adults.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me too much.
Yeah.
Unless they're kind of helpless adults.
Right.
But if you're mean to animals...
Older people or babies, that pisses me off.
Yeah. I'll fucking destroy you if you're mean to animals.
Yeah. I don't like it either.
Literally walk up behind someone and pull their pants away from their body. And I will shit inside their pants. And then I'll squash it up against their body really hard.
Oh, man.
And not like a quick pump and dump. This is a full-fledged Cleveland steamer. Put an alligator in their shorts and just let it go. You feel me?
Smash that bitch or just slingshot it right back up into their crotch.
I don't like it at all, man.
Nah, I don't.
Would you rather drink a cup of period blood or a cup of sperm?
Man, that's fucked up.
I don't want either one of those. You gotta answer it, Rob Dog.
Ugh. Give me the cum, man.
Christ. Oh no, man.
Ugh.
Every guy listen to this show right now. There was a point when they were about 12 years old that they fucking they were taking a shower.
That's the worst would you ever
and they took a glug.
Would you rather ever?
And it was at that given moment that you decided that you were a spitter.
Oh my God.
I would definitely be a spitter.
Ugh.
Sometimes when I eat a lot of Pizza Hut, I can smell my semen. No one out Pizza's the Hut, you know?
Dude, I love Pizza Hut.
I love Pizza Hut too. It makes my body stink though.
Pizza in general.
Would you rather have a bell go off every time you're horny or never get horny?
Ring that fucking bell.
Yeah. Ring my bell.
No shame.
Would you rather know the exact second of your death or of your significant other's death?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd want to know hers. Yeah, for sure. Because I don't want to think about life without the wife.
I just wouldn't want that to weigh on her. That's the only thing.
People ask me, like, why don't you get in better shape? Because I'm in a hurry to die before my wife because I'm not trying to live without her. That's kind of what it is.
Right.
My mom's like, "Did you take your blood pressure pills?" I said, "Fuck no, Mom."
Like, no, but I ate a whole block of cheese.
Yeah. I snorted a can of Cheese Whiz.
While I sat in my underwear.
I'm fine, Mom. I'm fine, okay? All right. Let's pause for a brief moment here.
Okay.
And then we're going to set up the phone line.
Yay.
Then we'll keep on asking these questions.
All right.
And then wait for the callers to come in.
Okay.
Well, actually first, there's one thing weird I wanted to go over.
Okay.
This past about a week, 2 weeks ago, there was a briefing where several senators got classified briefings about UFOs from the Pentagon.
Okay.
There was one of the senators was Mark Warren from Virginia. He's the vice chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee. He said they're very concerned about the Navy's procedure as far as when they see unexplained interference in the air. The new fancy nomenclature for this is unidentified aerial phenomenon. They're not calling them UFOs. They're not calling them spaceships. They're giving this secret, this unidentified aerial phenomenon. There was the program in 2017 that we've talked about with Senator Harry Reid, where he was actually, there was billions of dollars spent kind of looking into this shit. But then just this past, a few days ago, President Lord Donald Trump, he's such a fucking Cheeto dick. He was, and just for the record, Rob and I, we have no political leanings at all.
No, not at all.
We think Donald Trump is a fucking wiener.
Yeah.
But beyond that, you know, lots of people are wieners.
Yep.
Well, I like him a lot more when gas is $2 a gallon. Gas is $3 a gallon right now.
Yeah, fix that.
Fucking letting me down. That's really all I care about. We don't know Democratic or Republican leanings. I don't know what we are.
Yeah.
We're fucking stormtroopers and we're corporals in the Space Force is what we are. So go ahead and take that to the bank.
I just like to sit in the middle and just let the other two fight.
I don't have an opinion. I can't even argue over politics because I don't know.
I'm the same way.
I have no idea.
I have literally zero interest in politics.
Think about the deficit in the budget. And I'm just like, yeah, my bank account is fucked up right now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But George Stephanopoulos from ABC News, he interviewed Donald Trump, and he Stephanopoulos said, I was struck in the last few couple of weeks reading more and more about reports of Navy pilots seeing lots and lots of UFOs. Have you been briefed on that? What do you make of it? So he's outright coming to Trump and asking him about the briefings he's been getting on these UFOs. And what's kind of inspired me is Bob Lazar on the Joe Rogan podcast this past week.
Yeah, I finished that a couple days ago.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
There's a lot of questions, a lot more questions than answers after that thing.
Right.
But Trump goes on to say, I want them to think whatever they think. That is the most running in circles question or answer to a question I've ever heard in my entire life.
Definitely.
And this is referring to the Navy pilots. I did have one very brief meeting on it, but people are saying they're seeing UFOs. Do I believe it? Not particularly. The Navy recently announced it would update guidelines for how its pilots report unidentified aircraft in response to reports of strange sightings. Navy Strike Group pilots reported seeing strange objects flying about 30,000 feet at hypersonic speeds with no visible engine or infrared exhaust fumes, according to the New York Times. The new Navy protocol doesn't mean Navy officials believe in UFOs, but, quote, rather that the strange sightings warrant an investigation and need to be formally documented. And all I did was a quick Google search and check the news of UFO sightings this past week.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there is mad shit going on all over the world right now.
All over, yeah.
There's a lot of activity around nuclear facilities right now, and I am not crazy about this stuff. All it takes is a couple swipes on the keyboard, and you can go there. And one thing about this podcast is it's made Rob and I think it's made me more of a skeptic about certain things.
Yeah, definitely.
Before I started this, I would automatically assume people were full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now I really think people are full of shit. Every single person we read about, they're like, yeah, they're just trying to get fucking rich.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
the rate at what people are seeing things right now and people are reporting things. Then I had this thing come across Facebook today. It's this weird, it's in reference to July 20th is what they're calling Full Disclosure Day. It says, what is the importance of July 20th, Disclosure Day? The honest answer to that question is that we don't yet properly know. It's to be coordinated by someone who works for a company you're all likely to be very familiar with, and we suspect a craft, and this is on the To the Stars Academy closed group, which I just got in a couple days ago.
Nice.
It says to be coordinated by someone who works for a company you're all likely to be very familiar with, and we suspect a craft will fly at about 6,000 miles high, leave a footprint on the fabric of space-time, and then we wait for our neighbors, quote, neighbors, to react. That message might come in the same day, or it might take weeks. One thing is for sure, once the successful first flight has taken place, it will open the floodgates for all types of similar craft to freely populate the skies, and there's not a thing any military from any country can do about it. There are 60 Starlink satellites woo, up there to guide everyone, so no one's going to crash into one another. The whole thing has been coordinated to a level that no one on Earth can dream of, apart from those involved, of course. I've been seeing all these grumblings, all this crazy stuff about the fucking UFOs, man.
Bring them on.
Ready for it!
I'm ready.
Ready for the aliens!
I've been ready my whole life.
Fuck me!
I'm ready for fucking something exciting to happen.
I'm ready to be fucked by a big green alien.
Destroy the world so I don't have to pay my fucking mortgage anymore.
Destroy my house!
Fuck it, just burn it down.
Make sure I'm in it, you sack of fucking green dicks.
Oh, man.
I hope they don't speak English, because they will really hate me. I talk a lot.
Oh, yeah, what if they're listening to us right now?
Yeah, fuck you, man. I'm just looking up at the unfinished ceiling in my basement.
Come hang out, let's get fucked up.
Yeah. Well, we got fucking Arnold Palmer, which is a delicious drink.
It's really good.
We got candy. Speaking of candy, we got candy from Martin French.
Yeah, we did.
And we got stuff from our favorite lady from down under.
We got some kangaroo nuts.
She brought us kangaroo nuts.
On a keychain.
She's absolutely wonderful.
Pretty great.
Natasha. Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you.
For all that stuff. So what... It's always cliche for us to say, it's selfish to say that we're the only thing out there.
Yeah.
But now this shit's reaching a fever pitch, man. And shit's popping up all over. All these weirdos are coming out of the woodwork to claim to know shit. Bob Lazar, he's coming full disclosure with all this shit.
Yeah, he is.
All the stuff going on.
Yeah, I need to watch that Netflix special.
Yeah, the Netflix
documentary.
What's even more captivating is to watch the Joe Rogan episode itself.
Yeah.
And to see him. But the one thing I'm like, he might be full of shit. Joe was asking him some hard-hitting questions, and he's saying,
my migraine.
My migraine. What were we talking about? And that's what I used to do to my mom when I'd lie about stuff. Yeah. She'd say, are these your marijuanas and condoms in your room? And I would say, hold on a second. My migraine is fucking flaring up on me.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I thought was really weird. But I mean, the amount of stuff that he did talk about and that he didn't, that's came out that he, physically has proven is pretty remarkable.
It is. You can tell he's a brain.
Definitely.
For sure. I'd love to fight him just to show dominance, that brains aren't everything. That sometimes brawn and hard fucking fists get the job done, Rob Dog.
Hard fists and hard dicks.
You can take your...
That'll always get the job done.
Never, ever. How about your hard brain meets my hard fucking fist and we see who wins? Bob Lazar. Laser. I wish my last name was Laser.
Man, that'd be tight.
I'd kill everybody. Hold on a second. Let's get these call-ins rolling.
All right.
All righty. We're back here. We got the live call-in going. It looks like we have a call already.
Huh.
It's a 1-800 number.
Oh, okay.
Should we talk to him?
They're calling about my student loans.
Wrong number.
that I don't even have.
Let's see what they have to say. Hello there, caller.
Hello.
Hi there.
I'm not calling about your student loans, I promise.
Oh man. Good.
What's your name, buddy?
Chad.
Chad. Where are you calling from, Chad? From a 1-800 number.
I am calling from work from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
God damn, buddy.
And this is a recorded line too, so
yeah.
Good luck, man.
Yeah. Fuck them. Fuck us. Right?
Hey, I don't have any cool stories. I just want to say hello. I'm glad you guys are doing this. So
yeah, we appreciate you calling, man.
Yeah, don't get in trouble.
Doubt.
Don't
absolutely. Hey, I appreciate it.
Don't work too hard, brother.
All right, will do.
All right, buddy. See ya.
All right.
Thanks. Bye.
See ya.
All right, we got our next call from a 503 area code.
All right.
I'm really hoping for some weird, strange stories, not just ghost stories, I'm really hoping for, I saw some shit in the field where I had a fucking, something came in and fucked me. Yeah. Not like a human, not a rape scenario.
I'll even take I bent down too fast in the shower and the faucet went up my ass story. That's
No. Yeah. Have you ever scraped your back on the faucet when you stood up when you were a kid?
I want to break something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that happened to me like 2 years ago, actually.
Fortunately, I'm fat enough now I can't get close enough to the bath, like the wall, for it to hurt me anymore.
Ugh.
Yeah. So let's see if this person has anything fucking cool to say. Hello, caller.
Hey, Nick and Rob.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up? This is Jake Embry from Oregon.
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going, brother?
Not much. How are you fuckers doing?
Terrible. How are you?
Fucking horrible.
No, I'm fucking sorry. So yeah, you guys have some fucking ghost stories.
Hell yeah.
So I grew up in a haunted house.
You grew up in one?
Yeah, like not like a carnival one. Like there's like a fucking ghostly little girl that lived in that shit.
Oh, okay. Tell us about some of the weird shit going on there.
All right, so growing up, man, like as a kid, I used to always see like orbs floating around the house, and my parents just got like just said that it was just me being a fucking dumbass kid. And later found out from my neighbor who grew up there that in like the 20s, this little girl was out in the pasture and got her head stomped in by a horse.
Jesus!
Oh my God!
And I always felt like it was, I always felt like it was a little girl too, because like I used to hear voices of her like trying to play and stuff, like out in the field where she got killed.
Have you ever been checked for any type of mental health issues?
I mean, it was a good time, thinking you had an imaginary friend that you turned out a dead little girl and got her face stomped in by a horse in an apple orchard.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, that's a rough way to go.
Well, I'm glad you lived to tell about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was never a bad ghost, man. It was just like a happy little feeling and felt like someone wanted to play a game or something.
Yeah, those are not the ghosts to fuck with, the ones you think you want to play games with you.
I mean, a game with a little ghost girl, like some fucking, hopscotch or some shit. That'd be alright.
Yeah, tag me out on that one, bro.
Yeah, nah, from you.
Do you remember thinking she was hot?
I was a little kid, so I don't think my dick worked at that point, so probably not.
My dick has always worked.
Mine still doesn't.
Me too, Rob.
I feel you.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling.
I love you.
Thanks, man. Love you.
Bye. All right, we got a fucking line of calls coming up.
Look at that 937 there.
I see that. Hello, caller. You're on. Hello? 612.
612, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey.
I just saw this like a minute ago, taking a shit, and I'm like, oh, sweet.
Was it a bloody one? Or
the best time to call, man.
Yeah, man. I was hoping that you guys would answer while I was still in the can, but it didn't happen.
Sorry. You have any strange stories or anything weird that's happened to you before?
Did your poop look like something abnormal?
It definitely did. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's definitely not good. And I've got to get on a motorcycle and ride home yet, so I'm not sure exactly how this is going to end. But
yeah.
Anyway, on to my creepy story.
Okay.
I live on a farm, and
I like it.
There was definitely some weird stuff that happened on the farm. When I was a kid, my parents, I guess, just thought I was crazy. I would complain about hearing somebody walking up the steps to our room.
No.
And it would wake me up, and I'd go and I'd be terrified, and I'd go tell them about it. And I guess they didn't say anything to me, and the reason was because about a week into this, my brothers started doing the same thing. They'd start to go and wake up my parents. Hey, someone's in my room. Someone's coming up the stairs. And so this went on for a while until I actually saw what I believed was somebody standing at the foot of my bed, and I was horrified. And,
you don't fucking say.
I ran downstairs. And told my folks, and there was this big to-do, and we had a pastor come to the house and pray over everything, and
did he take you into a room alone or all?
Terrifying things for me, but what's that?
Did he take you into a room alone by yourself at all, or?
No.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
Thank God for
this
that.
Pastor was my third cousin. I guess that wouldn't make a difference either, but
no, not necessarily.
Not the backwoods.
So did you ever hear any backstories?
Anyway,
any backstories of what it might have possibly been?
Yeah. So when I was older, and this is kind of the freakier part of it, I hung out with kids kind of in the area, other farmers' kids and stuff like that. And
yeah, the drug addicts.
As we grew older, alcoholics more like.
Okay.
I brought this. I don't know how it came out. I was super Christian when I was younger, so I hung out with these kids and we'd talk about Jesus and all this stuff, and that's fine.
DC talking shit. Me too.
That's great. But we talked about spiritual kind of things, and almost every single one of the people I hung out with that lived in the area had similar stories.
Wow.
And my buddy Brad had this story of like someone, he woke up and he heard his ma crying and it woke him up, and so he went upstairs and he went to go see what was going on, and he could hear his dad praying and his ma crying, and then he kind of started waking up and he heard rapping on his parents' window.
Yeah,
and
fuck that.
Was open. Their drapes were drawn, and the thing that freaked me out when he's telling the stories, I'd been to his house, and his parents they live on the second floor of their building, and there's nothing below that window. There's nothing there, and so you hear this rapping. And so definitely something spooky was going on in that area.
Man.
And I know that there was a small church kind of in that area that had kind of been grown over and stuff like that. But I think what I heard from my parents was like a bunch of people died from some sort of disease in the mid 1800s.
Oh shit!
And all of this weird shit that happened. It happened along this creek. And
creek.
Yeah, that's my story.
That's pretty good shit.
That is good.
What was your name, man?
Weston. I met you guys on the weekend.
Okay.
I drove out from Minnesota.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the guy that
You're the fucking
corrections job.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, we appreciate you calling, man. We appreciate the story.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Awesome. You guys have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, we got a 937.
We got a whole bunch of people calling in. Callers, we got from 937-479-505-928. We're going to try and get all your calls. Just keep on hanging on. We'll get your stories in here. 937 area code. You're on.
Well, hello.
Hi there.
Hey, it's Julie Ankney, the one that's always annoying on your Facebook.
Oh, no. We don't have any annoying people on our Facebook, but go ahead, Julie.
Oh, I'm sure you do. No, I live in Huber. I finally got the call in. I've been trying. I'm glad I got in this time.
Yeah,
I was watching Big Brother. You made me stop my show.
Fuck that shit.
Hey, don't judge. It's my one guilty pleasure TV show.
Mine's cocaine.
And our dumbasses.
Cocaine?
Well, we're talking about creepy stories and weird shit. You have anything that's happened in your life that you want to tell us about?
I mean, well, kind of. The night of the tornadoes out here, we didn't really get hit over here, but we were hiding in our basement because we heard the sirens going off because we live kind of close to the base. And before that, we had no idea anything was going on. And I had recently had a friend who had passed away. And for some reason, I was sitting on my bed, and all of a sudden I heard 4 knocks on our window.
Oh.
And we're on the second story of our home. There's no trees, there's no people, there's no rocks, there's nobody around that could have thrown rocks. Still have no explanation. That just recently happened. And then I remember getting a notification that we had a tornado warning, and I listened, and I heard the sirens going off outside.
Holy smokes.
Oof.
It was very freaky. Even my dogs freaked out. We have 2 huge dogs, and they panicked and ran around, and my husband was like, "Who's here?" Nobody was here. There was no explanation for it. It was very strange. So I don't know if it was kind of like a warning from Brianna.
It was an F4 tornado. That's what the fuck was there.
Yeah, it was like, get the fuck downstairs so you don't die.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, we're glad you lived through that.
Yeah.
We're glad you're okay.
Fuck those tornadoes, too.
Yeah, fuck them. It's pretty bad over still just a couple blocks over from us. We're very fortunate.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling. We appreciate the story.
Awesome. It was nice talking to y'all.
All right, you too. Take care.
Have a good night.
See you, bye.
See you, bye. She needs to trademark that shit.
That's a good one.
We got calls coming in from all over the great United States of America.
Yeah. Oh, there another one just came through.
But we're gonna have to hang up on all. I'm just kidding. Hang up on anybody.
479. What's going on?
How's it going on, fellas? My name's
It's-
Cody. I'm from Houston. Live in
Houston.
Arkansas now. Got my wife here with me. We're big, long-time listeners.
Thank you so much for the support and thanks for
Yeah,
listening.
No problem. Dude, y'all are badass, man. I actually I fall asleep to y'all while I listen.
After he jerks off.
You guys-
Yeah.
Are you guys fucking?
No, we were sleeping, and just,
Oh, man.
just slowly soothing voices. But no, I got a pretty twisted story. So,
Yeah, man, send it.
Me and my wife and father-in-law were we were amateur ghost hunters at the time, I guess you could say. And
Swingers.
we're in Houston. Yeah, swingers. We swing a lot. We're in Houston on this road called Patterson Road. It's in Bear Creek in Houston, Texas. And, we caught some really cool stuff on camera and, EVP one night. And following night, we went back there. It was a witching hour, about 3 o'clock in the morning. And my father-in-law felt kind of weird. So he was like, we're not getting much, so I'm going to get a little angry. I was like, his name's Adam. I was like, hey, Adam, take it easy, we're not getting anything, let's head out. So he starts getting angry with his with his questions, through the EVP.
Yeah.
And as he's yelling and screaming, like, what are you doing here? Who are you? Show yourself, kind of thing. And, make some noise, make a bush, move. You hear this raunchy demon scream coming
God.
from the woods.
Oh, God.
Like this deep scream. And, in Bear Creek, there's deer. But this sounded like a deep bear growl. And there's no bear growl. So, yeah, sounded like that.
All right, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, it could have been a man bear pig.
Oh, man. I bet it was.
I'd fuck the shit out of it. I don't even care.
Oh, yeah. So we haul ass back to the car. Now, my father-in-law had this rosary that he hung in his window, right on the rearview mirror.
You guys are hunting fucking Bigfoots of the rosary, fucking hillbillies.
So the rosary, funny story about it was we get home, we're like, oh shit, that was freaky, let's play the audio back. We hear it in the audio, we hear us running, and we watched the video that my wife was videoing us, and in the video he stated that his right elbow had a scratch on it, and he said it was burning. So we didn't think anything of it at the time.
Gonorrhea.
I got touched in the leg and it was cold. Well, we go out to the car to grab some smokes and noticed the rosary was gone. So we're like, oh shit, where's the rosary? So we started freaking out. We go back to the place since that was the last place we were at and get out the car. Well, the rosary was buried and snapped in half.
What the fuck?
Underneath where the car was.
Man, you
So we're like, oh shit,
fucking
this is
lying
not
ass
cool. And the
bitch.
rosary was supposedly blessed by somebody.
Wow.
So
It was started on by the Pope.
yeah, I think it was started on by the Pope.
Jesus
Touched by
Christ.
Holy
man.
shit.
Little boys.
You think it might have been a
Yeah,
dragon?
it was a freaky experience. Might have been.
Dude, that's
Yeah, it was a freaky experience.
that's a little bit of everything. That's ghosts. That's fucking
Yeah.
cryptos. You done pissed something
Dude,
off.
I mean, we have tons of more stories throughout that year that we actually did. We kind of
Jesus,
stopped
man.
because
Didn't we drive out to Huntsville, Texas?
Yeah, we went to
Like
Huntsville.
Demon Road?
at like a Demon Cross Road and saw this weird dog that just stared at us and it had these weird eyes and it was black and then it vanished.
Was it a pug? Because those things are fucking gnarly looking.
Stories, dude.
That's awesome. That's
tons of other stories. I could sit on here for an hour or 2 hours with y'all.
Well, thanks for giving us that story, man. That's pretty fucking wicked.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll shoot you a message and y'all run out of things to do. I'll throw you some stories.
Hell yeah, lay it
Sure,
on us,
man.
Cool, brother. Well, y'all take it easy, man.
All right, buddy.
man.
Take care.
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. That's pretty gnarly, man.
That's pretty sweet.
I don't be fucking with them rosaries.
No.
I keep that holy water behind us, and then I check on the doll every once in a while. She's not moving. So.
My wife actually had one hanging up in the same place in her rearview mirror in their car too.
Really?
But yeah, I don't think it's there anymore.
Oh. You done fucked up, hey, Ron.
It's buried too.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, 505. What's going on?
How's it going?
It's going great.
It's going, man. We're doing some paranormal and weird stories, just shooting the breeze a little bit for a midweek episode. What's your name, buddy?
This is Andres. I'm from New Mexico.
Oh.
Andreas from New Mexico. Okay. Andreas, please tell us a scary story.
So growing up in northern New Mexico, there's a lot of like myth and lore that goes with because there's a lot of pueblos, reservations in the area,
and fucking aliens.
That too. But all like the San Juan stuff that you guys covered, that kind of happened like before my time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when we heard a story from my friend in high school about like when his uncle was, in high school, and this would have been like late 80s. There's this old bridge that goes through what's this place called San Juan Pueblo, and it crosses the river. And it's one of those old bridges that has like iron sides and then wood planks, and but in one car at a time.
Yeah.
And it was used up until like the early 90s. Well, legend has it that if you were crossing that bridge at midnight, your car shuts off. His uncle said that he heard he saw this woman come up at him as an apparition, and he could hear kids running around.
Oh man!
And
Not
didn't think much
kids.
of it. And his vehicle, stopped. Next morning, he's going to work, and he sees a bunch of little handprints on his car, and he's like, "Dang!" So naturally, we're intrigued. So we're like, "Let's see if that's real." So me and my buddy, being the seniors we were in high school, picked some freshman and sophomore girls with us because we wanted to scare them. And we go to the bridge, and we don't go at midnight because, again, they were freshmen and sophomore girls. They can't hang out that late.
Right.
And we're walking on it because this bridge has been decommissioned because they built a new modern bridge about 100, 200 yards away from it. And my buddy James is in front of us, about 20 yards or so. And I'm talking, and then like there's two of the girls in front of me, and I'm talking to my friend's little sister, and he just stops, and just stops because he's walking all casually. So I walk up to him, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's all, "I just heard an owl," and I'm like, "Yeah, cool. It's kind of like there's woods around. There's woods owls." He's like,
You
"No,
fucking douche,
No shit.
You fucking moose knuckle douchebag.
And I'm like, "Yeah," but he don't know. It was like in front of my face, and didn't think anything of that. Fast forward 2 years, I'm helping my grandfather because he was a butcher, and my grandfather used to be an ex-pastor. So he goes, "Hey, tell Mike about your story in San Juan the bridge." And before I could say anything, Mike goes, "Oh, you saw the owl."
Oh,
And
no.
apparently when he was younger, it used to be a popular place where you take your girl, you can do your thing, and there's this street lamp with a light on it, and him and his girl, doing their thing. And she's like, "Hey, what's that?" And he told me when he looked up to see what it was,
He's eating her out.
this giant 6-foot owl that swooped down at him, never opening its wings, and just flew into the night sky.
Shit.
Jesus Christ. I tell you what, that's some Kentucky
like-
Fried Chicken right there. What you guys saw. That's pretty.
Yeah, and I had other things happen at that bridge too, but like that
God,
story, and then the one where me and other friends were on there, where we were there at midnight. It was kind of cold, but there was no storm had happened. Long story short, we could hear dogs around because the river kind of did a bend. You could hear them howling, but it wasn't like unnatural, but it like got closer. So the dogs closer to us were getting irritated by something. And you just got this uneasy feeling. So we jump in my car, we go to leave, get on the bridge, and there's this fog. But you know how fog is. It didn't touch the new bridge at all. You could clearly see that it didn't touch the new bridge. And when we looked over at the old bridge, it was completely engulfed in this fog.
Wow.
And every one of us had something happen to us that night. Like me, I thought my mom was home already. So when I thought she had turned on the light and was talking, I went to tell her, "Hey, I'm tired." And when I woke up, opened my eyes, the house was pitch black. There was no one there.
Jesus.
Another buddy of mine could hear chanting outside of his window, and he doesn't live anywhere near the reservation.
That's definitely
So
what it
needless to
sounds
say,
like.
I've never gone back because there's that old saying, if you're looking for trouble, you find it.
Oh, I'd go to that bridge and jump off head fucking first. 'Cause
Hell
you're,
yeah.
you're doomed going there, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Plus that you're from New Mexico.
But I appreciate it.
That's
Yes.
that's reason to be sad right there, I think. Like a nuclear.
Oh, no, yeah, I totally agree.
All right. Well, we appreciate your call, buddy, and thanks for the cool story.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
bye.
man.
All right. We're getting some good stories rolling in. Next.
Ooh, semi-local 513.
513. Let's bring them on.
They've been waiting for a while.
12 fucking minutes.
Poor
Let's
thing.
Get them on here. See if
Maybe.
we can-
There we go. 513. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
We're fabulous. How are you?
I fucking hate my life. But good.
I'm doing fabulous as well.
What's
So
your name?
I'll try to make this as quick as. Oh, my name's Sonia.
Yeah. Fucking take a breath, Sonia. Okay?
Sorry, I'm like at the park with my son right now,
Well-
and I'm running around with him.
Well, just
And I saw your
let,
guys' post, and I'm like, I gotta call him now.
let him go off by himself for a little bit while you focus on this, okay?
Will do.
What's your story you got for us?
So I'm from Middletown, so this story's kind of local to you
I'm
guys.
sorry
We're
about
sorry.
your heroin addiction.
I live in Mason now. I got myself out.
Okay.
Kings
Good job.
Island.
Yep.
Once I sobered up, of course.
Exactly.
So this is like kind of like the family ghost story. My dad and all his siblings grew up in a haunted house. And so I guess it all started when they moved in. My grandma would constantly hear a baby crying, just all the time.
Man, fuck that.
And yeah. And like my dad, I believe, was a toddler at the time, and she was like, this was an infant cry.
Oh.
So I would always go in to check on him. She's like, but I knew that cry. It was like a steel cry, you know?
Mhm.
And then like one day my grandpa was going to work, and he sees this guy at the like communal like mailbox area. He waves, he just thinks it's a neighbor, and he drives off. And he realized he's wearing the old coveralls
Oh,
from
no.
AK Steel. And I don't know if you know anything about Middletown. The whole town is employed by the steel mill.
Yeah.
And he was wearing the old style coveralls that hadn't been used in like 5 or 6 years. So he's like, that's weird. Nobody wears those anymore. And didn't think anything of it.
What's up with that dead guy?
There's like all kinds of... Oh, it was definitely the dead guy. And so... A couple years later, you know, weird stuff's happening. My dad got pushed down the stairs one time.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the dog refused to go down into the basement. There was a blood stain on the basement that nobody could clean up. Like,
See-
it was like a concrete basement, so they couldn't get the stain up ever.
Animals always know when there's fuckery afoot.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Trust those
My
animals'
dad
instincts.
said his brother... Yeah, my dad said his brother, like, threw the dog down there one time, and it just was, like, freaking out, just running around in circles, didn't know what to do with itself.
Jesus.
That's wild.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do with
Yeah,
a dog like
it-
that is hold it down and hit it in the nuts with a wiffle ball bat.
Oh, please don't.
Well, that's
Honestly, never mind.
right. Thank you.
Anyways,
Thank you.
Like years later, my aunt comes home from school, and she apparently was like, "Hey, this girl at my school said that her mom said a lady killed her husband at our house."
Oh, shit.
And so my grandma was like, "I gotta know about this." So she,
I'm
like,
trying to
contacted
find this
her.
goddamn baby that won't stop crying.
So she like contacts the mom, and the mom said that she lived like a couple doors down, and apparently this guy came home too late for his like wife's liking, and she killed her husband in the basement, which would explain the blood stain, and he died under the tree, which was where like the communal
Oh no.
mailboxes were. And
Wow.
it just like it all like tied it together, and apparently their baby like died of SIDS.
Oh.
At that time.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sucks.
so it all just like tied it. Yeah, it all made it make sense.
Man.
And then on a brighter note, that house is now a meth house.
It's now
It's not what?
A meth house.
not in Middletown, Ohio. It's
No,
not.
no way.
Well, yeah, no. Well, I'm glad you came out of that and you're not too fucked up. But you enjoy the rest of the stay at the park with your son, and thank you so much for calling us.
Will do.
Thank you.
No, thanks for making the podcast, guys. I love it.
Absolutely. Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you. Take care.
Oh, I will listen every week.
Awesome.
You do the same, guys.
All
Thank you.
Bye. There's like a little bit of a delay,
A little bit.
and it fucks me up a little bit. And I think I might be having a stroke. I'm not sure, but
No, definitely.
this person's been waiting 14 minutes.
We're sorry.
They're coming from the 815.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi there. This is the Delicious Nicolicious from the Brio Podcast Show. You're on live.
How's it going?
Oh my God, you sound like you're out of breath. Are you jerking off to us talking?
Please say yes.
No, I'm outside. I gotta stand outside to get cell service where I live currently.
Ah.
You definitely got some ghosts there.
Yeah.
So my story for you guys is I used to do a little bit of ghost hunting back in the day. Not recently, kind of stopped doing it.
Okay.
But so this takes place at a cemetery that it's a pioneer cemetery that the pioneer actually they buried their dead in a ceremonial like Native American Indian mound.
Mm-hmm.
Pioneers did?
So yeah,
bunch of backwards retarded fucks.
It's in Illinois, so that explains a whole lot.
It's Illinois, thank you.
No, there's no S. So we were out looking for, ghosts. We had our EVP meter and stuff like that. We're walking around, and we're in the middle of nowhere. There's no way we could get any kind of electrical interference or anything like that. And we're asking questions, and we couldn't get much, not getting a whole lot. My mom was with, and she started asking questions. We come to this like grave of it was probably like a little kid, and she was telling how sad it was to lose a kid at that age and stuff like that. And the meter starts going off.
Okay.
So we start asking it questions, and we ask, hey, okay, so do 2 beeps for yes and 1 for no. Is this a ceremonial mound? It pegs for 2 yes.
Jeez.
It goes off, so like 100%. Okay. So if we have this correct. This is not a burial mound. This is a ceremonial mound. Beep, 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 goes off.
Oh, shit.
Like I said, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's no electrical interference or anything around. And then we started asking more questions. My mom had been taking pictures, and she goes, do you mind if I take pictures? Like, no, something like, do you care if I take pictures? Beep, 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 beep. Don't take any pictures, kind of thing.
It's the best way to go about
that,
for sure.
Right.
Yeah, so we stopped taking pictures right then and there, and I think we asked a couple more questions, and it kind of went away, but it was probably one of the freakiest things that ever had happened to me in my entire life. It was just one of those things, you're in the middle of, cemetery and middle of nowhere, and the thing starts going off like crazy.
God,
yeah, when shit starts talking to you that you can't see, that's when you know that something's fucking going on.
That's one of the weirdest things for me, the things that freak me out the most, is how people can use these radios and stuff like that to kind of communicate with the dead, and they pick up all these different words and stuff on these.
Right.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
I don't like ghosts interfering with electronics. It makes my wiener go up inside my body.
No, that's why I kind of stopped doing it myself. It's just because, you never know what you could be talking to, and it's going to start following you around. And,
exactly. Some people don't buy that shit, but I fucking buy it, man.
Oh, I've had enough weird stuff happen to me. I 100% believe in it.
Yeah.
Not.
God. Well, I appreciate you giving us the call. I appreciate the story, man.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Have a good one.
Take care.
Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Oh, yeah, the calls just keep coming. They're coming and coming. They won't stop. Who we take next? 13 minutes. Whew. Jesus, God, these are fucking Brohio soldiers. 503, you're on. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Who is this?
How y'all? Man, just guess it. You heard my voice, man.
Who is this?
Go, man.
Giovanni.
Giovanni?
Giovanni?
How would I fucking know that, Giovanni?
Louisville, my friend, Louisville.
Ah, okay.
Okay, you're calling from a fucking Oregon area code, though.
Yeah.
Long story. We won't get into the back details of that. Hello?
Man.
Do you have any weird fucked up stories about the dead or the undead?
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
So in my childhood, there was something that happened that threw me the fuck off, honestly. So my grandfather always told us that this house is really fucked up. When he bought it for cheap because it was supposedly haunted. So we're kind of like, oh well. Dealing with it eventually got worse and worse, and I was like, I wasn't living with my grandfather at that time.
Okay.
And so I was like, yeah, right, all these stories all my family's telling me about, it's just bullshit. I didn't really believe it, but I believed it. You know what I mean?
He was fucking you. He was fucking with you, sorry.
Huh?
He was fucking with you, sorry.
No.
Okay.
He wasn't, actually. So one day, I ended up living with him for a small minute, and so I went to go wake up early as fuck, 6 o'clock in the morning, just take a shower, get ready for school. Suddenly, I see the shadow in the room. I was kind of like, what the fuck? Everyone's dead asleep. So I see a shadow there. So I thought it was my cousin. So I was like, hey, Kevin, get the fuck out of here. Like, dude, I'm buck ass naked. And so I was like, he's just playing behind with a little flashlight, like, hey, out of there. No, so I was just kind of yelling at myself for a second, open the fucking curtains. There was no one fucking there. And the bathroom door was locked. So I was like, okay, whatever. And so I thought, after I pull the curtains, I could just finish the shower. No, then I hear some thumping inside the bathroom. I'm like, I feel like someone has got a key to open this bathroom at this point because I felt like someone was honestly in there. Open the fucking curtains again. No one.
Grandpa.
Damn, that's wild.
No, yeah, when I came out of the shower, I literally looked around to everyone. My grandfather was dead ass asleep. So, like, he was just a really, like, tired dude from diabetes. So, like,
right there with him, dude.
who's just, when he's asleep, he's just, nothing can wake him up.
Yeah.
And so I looked around the house, and everyone was asleep. So I was just like, all right, I'm not going to stay in this house ever again. So I moved.
Naturally.
Good game. Good game.
Yeah, can't say I'd blame you there.
Well,
we thanks for the weird story, man.
Yeah, thank you for the time to call, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, take care.
You too.
See ya.
Thanks, man.
Lots of these people are having run-ins with ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Some fuckery.
Oh, yeah?
All kinds of dead, the undead, the paranormal. I'm looking for someone that's been abducted. I'm looking by someone that's been fucked by a group of aliens.
That'd be sweet.
Water buffaloes. I want someone that has the alien picked them up and dragged them outside and launched them down a hill. I want some really good shit. What we're looking for right now. The best shit.
Best.
My kids are at camp right now. My wife's sending me text messages. Fine.
They're dead.
435 area code. You're on.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going
Dano
on?
From Utah.
Hey, I'm sorry. What was your name? I was flapping my gums like a fucking idiot.
It's Dano from Utah.
What's up, Dano?
What's going on?
You know, the usual. But I don't have no alien stories, but I got something that's been going on for years that I'll just kind of get to the gist of it. So it was about 10 years ago that me and my friends were playing with a homemade Ouija board and didn't believe in anything, so we never followed any rules. But
You done fucked up.
after that day, yeah, I'll tell you, I fucked up pretty bad.
All right.
After that day, I brought the Ouija board home and put it between my bed, my frame and all that other crap.
I thought you were going to say you put it between your butt cheeks.
Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking, too.
Well, I had to wrap it around in my pants, kind of like belt buckle style to make sure I can get it in the house without nobody seeing that I was fucking with the devil. But other than that, it was pretty much under my bed for the rest of the couple of years that I had it. So, what would happen is every time I'd bring a girl over, something would happen to this girl that
You fucking tear her out of the frame, buddy. Some long dicking, some fucking butt smacking, ball flapping, doing the goddamn do.
Look, they touched me first. I'm innocent. But recently in the house that me and my fiance bought, she's been seeing things. She's been watching a little girl stare at her over me while we sleep, but I don't ever see anything.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
I don't hear anything.
Fuck that, dude.
So right now she's actually living. She's living with her mom with the kids. So I'm kind of just living at the house alone for now to kind of see what we can do.
Man, she ain't even down for a spooky threesome.
Absolutely not.
No. You know what? Last time we got an argument about that, the next morning she said after I went to work, she got a cup thrown at her.
What?
Like, whatever.
Oh no!
Fuck that.
Yeah. So
yeah, I don't blame her.
So
I would have got the fuck up.
Something finally happened to me when I came home one night. I was coming home from work, It was about 6 p.m. All lights are off. No one's home. I walk in the house and I look down the stairs because I always leave that door open. But it was closed, so I'm not gonna deal with it. It's whatever. It's just closed. Next thing you know, the door's wide open. About 5 minutes later, I come back and I'm looking at the door like I swear to God, that door. If that door moves, I'm gonna be pissed off. But no, all I see is these two legs from like the knee down going to our laundry room, and that's when I kind of lost it, and I dipped out that night.
Christ,
so
dude.
I believe that she's saying something, but I don't understand what it could be or why it's still following me to this new house.
Did you say your wife sees the little girl staring over you or staring at her ovaries?
No, well, the ovaries, she said the first 2 times when she woke up and she's like, "Oh, I thought you were doing something to me while you were sleeping." I'm like, "Oh, wait. If I was doing something, you'd know. It'd be magic."
You wouldn't be sleeping, baby girl.
Magic.
I'm like, "Baby girl, you don't even know what it feels like."
Hey, last night in the middle of the night, were you licking my pussy?
No, but I don't know, but there's been a couple nights where I wake up and I'm in the act, but I don't know how.
It's called a wet dream, you fuck. Read about it in a fucking health book.
Man, that's no dream. That's like the best dream.
Oh, sign me up.
Just wake up dry fucking a pillow.
But, wasn't a pillow, it was the dog.
Poor fucking
I've been there before, man.
Jesus. All right, man. Well,
No, but yeah, I just don't know how to get her to come back home. I'm thinking about that. There's something attached to me with this Ouija board from years ago, but I'm not really 100% sure.
just tell her that we'll be there. She'll come back.
Man, she'll be down for the threesome then, but she'll be like, "I'm filming it." I'm like, "Whatever."
We appreciate the call, man.
Hey, thanks. You guys have a good afternoon.
Take care.
Thanks, man.
All right, bye.
He must be calling from Hawaii or something. He said, "Have a nice afternoon." It's
I know.
9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock at night over here.
Fucked up, man. We got time for a couple more here before Nicolicious has to hit the old sack.
The old proverbial hay.
Yeah.
701 area code, 16 minutes. You have too much fucking free time with your life.
Oh, fuck it. That's good.
What's going on?
Yeah, fuck Ouija boards.
Right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'll try to make this quick for you guys.
So, what's your name first?
I live in Northern... Ryan.
Ryan, what's going on?
Yes, sir.
All right, lay it on us, Daddy.
There's a hotel that's haunted, notoriously haunted, near Minneapolis, Minnesota, called the Palmer House Hotel.
Uh-huh.
Me and 2 buddies who've all done construction pretty much our entire life decided to go down there. One had been ghost hunting for a while, so he had all the gear, and we decided to all go. So between us, we have roughly about 50 years of construction experience.
It
so we
comes in really handy for fucking ghost hunting.
Well, it does. Because when you go, and I'll explain why. When we get down there, the first thing they do is they take you into, they have like a little cafe, and they kind of run you through the rules, and they sign your life away and all that kind of shit. And so being the curious non-believer that I was, we were literally on our hands and knees looking for any kind of speakers, wires, anything that would make it, any kind of fuckery happen. Found nothing. The whole group had left the room, and it was just me and Justin and Mikey. And we're standing there, and at the time I had a really big beard. And my buddy goes, "Man, I hope a ghost grabs you by your beard and drags you around," just joking.
What a fucking dickhead.
So we had a voice recorder going on the whole time. And when we got back in the car, we plugged it into the car speaker. Immediately after he said that, I swear to God on my mother's life, a voice came on as clear as can be that said, "Please don't."
What?
We damn near drove off the road.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
At least you got a ghost looking out for you, though, dude. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I've actually asked people about that, and they said it could be the absolute opposite of that.
Oh.
To start questioning ghosts or making them, quote unquote, perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't egg them on.
Right.
So that was just the beginning of the fuckery that happened that night. At the time, I was pretty skeptical at the time. And when we were sitting there, I did not want to be that guy that was like, "Oh my God, I think I see something." But as I was sitting there, I could feel something pushing on my leg.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. That's why I was on my hands and knees looking afterward. And when I'd reach my hand down, it was like reaching into a cooler, like with no ice. You could just feel the cold air.
Yeah.
And I'm going, this is fucking bizarre. I don't know what's going on. So everybody left.
Shove your
and
fist
the lady
up
was
against his ass.
giving the tour. The lady that was giving the tour, I kind of told her, I said, hey, does anything ever happen in here? And she goes, why? What's going on? I said, look, I don't want to be that guy, but I could feel something like not laying, but like pressing against my leg. Well, the owner used to raise dogs, and they would always come upstairs and kind of lean on their master's legs. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Weirdest place. Julie Carlson, I keep trying to talk her into going there.
It's asking for fucking trouble.
That's
right
my
there.
Palmer House Hotel story, boys.
That's awesome. That's a really good story.
We appreciate it, man. God damn, fuck that shit.
I tried to make it as quick as I could for the rest of the chuggers.
All right, take
Thanks,
care,
man.
buddy. All right. Next up, I know who this guy is. This is our beard balm distributor. This is the guy. This is Father Sin from Sinful Beard. From the Sinful.
Most beautiful beard I've ever seen in my life.
Hello. Where you at, buddy? I think he disappeared.
Oh man, he died.
He's dead. We gotta fucking return him to the queue. That's how you fucking do that.
That's what you do. 901 area code work coming at you.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh shit, I never thought I would get through.
Well, you're fucking here
You're
right now,
fucking
buddy.
right here fucking partying. What the hell is your name?
Andrew, I'm from Kentucky.
Andrew from Kentucky.
And,
What's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. I've got a quick story too.
Sure.
Back when I was like 10 years old, I stayed at a buddy's house that's parents didn't give a fuck what we did.
I love these stories.
And yeah. So he had a four-wheeler and like a couple dirt bikes we just fucking dick around on all day, and I like broke my leg a couple times on them.
Damn.
And,
couple fucking times.
Yeah, I broke my leg once at his house and went up, and his parents were like, "Oh shit!" And as soon as my parents got a hold of it, they like were fucking flying there, and I was grounded for like 3 years after that. And yeah, it sucked. But yeah, supposedly there was a spot on his property that a guy like crashed his motorcycle and it killed him, and they buried him where he laid at, and supposedly it was haunted, and people would come from like all over the place to come down this spot because there was like always this like light that would just flicker when it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And so our dumbasses decided to take a fooler out there, and as soon as we got there, I remembered it because of Rob's story about the like the stairway to hell or whatever it was in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden there's
That was
like
my
3
story. Don't
dogs
get
barking.
that fucking twisted, bro.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, all of a sudden, like 3 dogs start barking, and all we heard was a fucking chain coming at our way.
What the fuck?
And so, yeah, we're both sitting on this four-wheeler, and we start driving like hell down the road, and all of a sudden the seat starts getting fucking wet. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Is your mom's pussy?
And so these dogs are like fucking right next to us the whole way back to his house, and all of a sudden, like as soon as we got to his house, like it like completely disappeared.
Damn.
And yeah, we went back into the house, and he'd fucking pissed his pants.
What?
And yeah,
fucking
soaked me.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is so much
And
fun.
so we told his parents what happened, and they're like, "Oh yeah, y'all can never go out there." And we actually found news articles like a couple weeks later about the guy that actually died there. And yeah, it's probably the
gnarly,
scariest
man.
thing that's happened to me.
Well, tell your friend we're sorry about his pee pants.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, brother. Take care.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
bye.
man.
Oh man, I think Father Sin's gonna try it again. Shit was all fucked up. Are you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fucked up. Hello?
Hello.
What's up, man?
What are you fucking doing?
We're at to bleep that out. Sorry, folks. It's the
We have no control. What's going on, man? How you been? Long time no see.
I've been good. I didn't know you guys were going to introduce me because I was going to come in as Captain Sparrow tonight. That's not the case.
Well, do what the fuck ever.
You guys totally blow up anonymity.
I'm sorry, dude. This isn't
I'm
the
trying to be
fucking love line. This is the fucking Bro Io call in midweek extravaganza.
Well, I thought this was. I thought this was love line. I thought you guys were gonna give me the cure for herpes or something.
You're not gonna find that here, buddy.
Only I had that.
We've got the purest wieners that money has to offer.
Yeah. Well, I was really gonna call and tell you guys about my trip down to Waverly Hills.
Okay, shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went down there as a skeptic. I came back a full believer, man. I tell you what. Yeah, because, I never believed in ghosts or anything like that. I went down there with I guess you call it a paranormal group or whatever you want to call it. And, we were down there pretty much all night long, and there wasn't a whole lot of things going on. It was just sitting there and pretty much just sitting in the dark all night. Then
bunch of dudes sitting around jerking each other off and stuff.
Well, pretty much. I think that's what paranormal investigators do when they're bored.
Right.
They pretty much play fluff games and stuff like that. So, we played a quick game of Soggy Biscuit and so on. But anyways, I started feeling like some cold chills and all that. And I was like, well, that's because there's the outside corridor there,
Yeah.
at Waverly's, and I kind of stepped into another room and all that. And I started feeling even weirder, and I'm like, hey, I'll let them know. I was like, I'm not feeling so well over here. And it's like this group of 9-10 other people come into this room and all this. They're doing their shamalama ding dong stuff, their little magic trances to get the spirits moving and stuff like that. And I go, I don't think that's doing anything. And all of a sudden, I feel something just like push me up against the wall.
And just for those people listening at home, you're a gigantic fucker. You're like, I don't know, what, like about 6'2", 320, 330, something like that.
I'm 6'2", 275.
Okay. Well, the beard makes you look fucking 4 times bigger than what you really are.
Yeah, it's all the beard, man. I'll tell you what. But something just it threw me up against the wall. And
Jesus.
Felt like it knocked the breath out of me. And for a minute there, I wasn't having any recollection of anything. And I heard the lead investigator, if that's what you want to call him, he's sitting there saying, "You okay? You okay?"
Fuck no, I'm not okay.
Fuck no, I'm not. And they're like, I'm still trying to get my senses. I don't even know how much time that went by or anything like that. And I think my ass was hurting a little bit. Maybe.
Got turned out.
I don't know.
That's what we call that in the prison world. You got turned out.
But, yeah, I got turned out, man. I think I got turned out by ghosts. But no, they're sitting there. I guess I blacked out or whatever, and they had a medium with them. And she's like, his eyes are changing. And I go, whoa. I go, what the fuck you mean by that? What do you mean? They're like,
am I fucking dying?
They're like, his eyes. They're like, and they keep saying, are you picking on him because he's big and all this? And I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. And
are you picking on him because he's big?
Like, yeah. And I'm sitting there, and this room's cold, and I start breaking out in this sweat, and I'm sitting there dripping in sweat, and it's probably like 35 some degrees and all that, and you just don't let him attach. Don't let him attach. I was like, I already think he's in there.
Jesus.
I don't think I can get it out. I'm trying to figure out how to get a ghost at him.
I've been told by an old Native American elder that when you think you have something like that in front of you, like inside you, the best thing is to fucking stand up and jack off as hard as you can. It doesn't matter who's around.
Got to show dominance.
Who's watching. It is an ultimate display of dominance to the ghost to show the ghost that, you will jack off in front of anyone and everyone.
Man, that is the best. Man, I gotta remember that because I'm getting ready to go down to another place down here in Middletown, Ohio. And
Potsdam.
That happens again, man. Because I like I said, man, I was walking funny for a week after that.
Don't show no remorse for you.
Well, Father Sin, thank you so much for the phone call. Thank you for the story.
Yeah.
And we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you for taking my call, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We love you.
You guys have a good night.
Right,
you too. Thanks, man.
All right.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
All right. What do you say? This person's been on hold for 18 minutes. We'll call this the last one.
Yep.
Delicious Nicolicious got to be up for work in about 3 or 4 hours. 863 area code. We're bringing you on right now. You're the last caller, 863.
Holy shit, I'm on. Far out, man.
You are on. What's going on? What's your name, buddy?
I'm Jake from Plant City, Florida.
Jake from Florida.
Okay.
What's going on?
Not much. You guys had any alien abduction stories yet?
No.
Please, God, put it on us.
Please.
Damn. All right. I got one for you, and it has updates to it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So, my dad is a really, not serious person. But one thing he's always been serious about my entire life is he says that from the age to 10 to about 15, he was abducted by aliens.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. And he told me that, I think the first time he ever told me that I was 12.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been living with that for 7 years. And I'm just all right, well, fuck it. My dad's abducted by aliens. Hopefully he didn't get ass fucked. But, it happens. Shit happens sometimes, man.
Yes.
I don't want to ask him about the probing. So, from after I learned that when I was 12, I've always been really interested in UFOs and shit and the cases. I listen to all kinds of UFO-related media and podcasts and shit. And I learned that alien abduction tends to run in a family.
Okay.
And that always freaked me out through the years.
Yeah.
So about 6 or 7 months ago, I started having real bad sleep paralysis.
Ooh.
And every time I would have sleep paralysis, I would see a fucking gray alien standing in my room staring at me.
Oh, fuck.
No, see, look, I'm not gonna lie, I smoke the devil's lettuce, but that shit, that don't happen, buddy. So,
no, it doesn't. You're right.
I would sleep with the TV on, so I would be able to see it, in my fucking room. And with sleep paralysis, you don't see full figures. You see, shadowed things. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so that happened for about, I want to say, up until last month it finally ended. If it started a few months ago. So I want to say last month it finally ended. And the last time it happened, I was able to move and get up. And I stood up and I looked at it. And this thing is 4 feet away from me. I don't have a big room. And it stopped me. I don't fucking know. It made my body buzz, vibrate and shit.
Oh wow, almost like a pulsing, like a pulsar type deal.
It fucking turned around and phased out of my room.
God, whew.
And so since then, I really hope I've just been having some fucking bad weed and it was.
God, watch out for that bad.
It's weird you got to pray for bad weed.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that.
Oh man, well that's wild
that's
shit,
awesome.
Dude.
Yeah, I don't know about awesome. Hold on now.
That's good shit.
Well, it's awesome for us to listen to.
Yeah, it's cool for you guys. All right, well, y'all have a good night. Delicious Nicolicious, get some rest, homie.
All right, brother. Take care.
Man, have a good one. Thanks for calling in.
See you later.
See ya.
All right, so we had lots good calls.
Yeah, we did.
Lots of good shit. But unfortunately,
All good things must come to an
All
end.
good things. What'd you think of this episode, Rob Dog?
It was awesome.
You liked it?
Yeah. Next time we do a call-in, we're gonna call in and have people tell their worst sex stories.
You know that. Okay, we had just hung up on the Google.
That's okay. I know half of these grimy bastards have horrible stories.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Who doesn't love a good sex story, anyways?
We should do another one coming up. So what's another? Next week, another one just like this, just middle of the week.
I like these,
and we should just look for more of like off the wall shit, like like the alien shit, the just weird stuff.
I'm down.
Not necessarily ghost stories,
right?
But just weird phenomena, just
okay.
I'm so fucking down
hey, man,
for this.
I'm
shit.
just trying to have fun.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit what we do.
I'm just out here living my best life.
I like these episodes where we can just sit here and just shoot the shit and talk to people and
the one that really got me was the guy that had the ghost dogs. He said he felt something leaning up against him.
That's whew.
I love dogs too. I'd probably pet them. Who's a good puppy? Who's a good boy? My dogs are normally, when Rob and I podcast with the door open, they usually bark the entire fucking time. The door is wide open. They haven't made a peep, which means there is the monstrous, most gargantuous pile of shit up in the kitchen right now waiting for me. I'm surprised we can't smell it from right here, Rob Dog. These guys will just absolutely fucking destroy the kitchen floor when they're not treated the right way.
They let you know when they're pissed off.
Yeah, when they want to be downstairs with us, they'll just destroy it.
They let you know.
Yeah. Thank you so much to everybody that called in.
Thank you guys.
That was a fantastic episode.
It's great.
Like Rob said, we're gonna do it again sometime. I think it worked out perfectly.
It did.
I had a good time.
For bonus episodes, pretty awesome.
Do you have any strange stories that you've never told on the show that you want to tell us about? You're not very good at being put on the spot.
No, and I think I only had the one
paranormal
story, and I've told it before. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish there was more.
Would you rather pay or get paid every time you have sex? I'd rather fucking get paid.
Yeah.
That's a stupid fucking question.
Who wouldn't want to get paid?
Yeah.
Maybe if it was a person that had to pay to have sex, I mean.
Would you rather pee every time you stand up or poop every time you sit down?
I'm peeing every time I stand up, man.
You're like that now, though, so it wouldn't be much of a change for you.
Right. Speaking, I got a good one brewing right now. I've been drinking a lot of water today, so I got to piss like crazy.
Would you rather have a 2-inch dick or man boobs?
I already got both.
Yeah, what if you're living it right now, dude? Oh, would you rather lick a stranger's condom or eat a handful of maggots out of a dead corpse?
Oh, God damn it. What was the first one? Lick?
Would you rather lick a stranger's used condom or eat a handful of maggots out of a dead corpse? Ah.
Oh, my God. I think you're fucked either way.
Yeah, man. I'll do the maggots. That's
I'll do
protein.
the maggots, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That could be a lot of fucking shit right there with that. A lot of...
Yeah, but you don't know whose nasty dick was in that condom. That's the
Fuck
thing.
it, dude. It's just a dick.
It's just herpes.
It's just flesh.
Right.
Just fucking flesh. Speaking of just flesh, we're firm believers here at the Brohio Podcast that it's not gay as long as you keep your socks on. So if you and your buddies, you and your bros find yourselves hanging out on a Friday night and you decide you just want to start fucking the shit out of each other, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. Let us know how it was. Keep your socks on. It's going to be fine, Rob. Tell them.
It'll be fine. Just keep them things on, man.
It will be fine. Thank you to Jerry, Tracy Polly, and Justin Rimmel for having us along for the live show this weekend.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
It was amazing. Rob Dog did the most fantastic housekeeping lady voice that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Consuela.
It's the soundtrack of my life now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It is the most...
It was not good. It was not good.
It's his Lorena Bobbitt voice. Thank you, Rob Dog, for your service.
Absolutely. I do what I can when I can.
I think we're going to work on the new episode. It's going to be a real topic and shit. So
awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
We'll catch you on the flip side.